You know that with your solar inverter system, you can actually reduce your NEPA bill by up to 80%. You might be wondering how that is possible. At Clos Technology, we have developed an intelligent power management system that can help you to achieve that. And happily, we have just installed that system in this premise that you see. Now, before I go on to explain the system, let me mention something that is critical. This is the inverter system. Now, usually when there is light and you have your solar inverter, what happens is that your solar inverter is also consuming energy, just as your appliances like your fridge, your heater, and other appliances in the house are consuming energy. Now, what's the implication? It means that instead of reducing your electricity bill, it is adding to it. Now, that's the beauty of our system that I have just mentioned. It helps to regulate that. Now, let me explain how this system works. Now, what happens in this system is that once it is installed for you, at every point in time that your inverter battery is charged up to 100%, as it is showing here, it will cut off NEPA supply into the house. Only the inverter will now be powering the house. Whenever it now drops to 70%, that is the only time that NEPA will come back on and charge it back to 100%. And at every time it gets to 100%, it disconnects NEPA. That is when it is on this function that is written as save. When we take it to, when we take it to the save function, the essential difference between this on and this save function is that, as the name implies, it saves power. How does it save power? You know, there are days that it could be raining, the weather is gloomy, there is hardly sun, and NEPA too most times is not available. And you may need light in the night, but during the day, the inverter may have run down to zero. Now, with this system, you won't have that kind of situation again. Why? Because when you have that kind of gloomy weather and there is no NEPA light, the moment the system charges or discharges power up to that 70%, what happens is that the system will automatically stop supplying power into the house. Now, this is most beneficial for those who go to work in the morning and come back in the evening. So they don't have to worry that they will not have any power in their inverter or in their battery to power them at night. Once they come back, or once it is dark, the system automatically brings in that supply of NEPA or power into the house from the battery once again. So what happens at that point in time is that when they come back, they will always have at least 70% that has been saved for them to use whenever they come back. So at that point in time, they don't have to spend so much on their NEPA anymore, because it is now your solar battery inverter that will do most of the supply of power into the house. And that will now mean that your NEPA will no longer be serving as your main supply. It will now be serving as the backup. No longer your generator, but NEPA will now be your backup. So if you do not have this intelligent system yet, if you have any questions, you have inquiries, do call on the person that gave you this video to provide that information for you.